Hey, what is going on guys? My name is Nort, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I have some pretty awesome images to show you guys of Grand Theft Auto 5 in a ridiculously early stage. And when I say early, this could date back all the way down to 2008 when the game was first ever in production. And these images, which I'm going to show you guys, were all brought to light on GTA forums, so big shout out to you guys there. I'm going to leave a link to the thread in the description below. And what they did was take a snoop around the game files, and they may have just found some of the very first images ever discovered in the game, which Rockstar Games took during the creation of the game. And to start things off, I'm going to go into loads and loads of small portrait or selfie images, and you can see them here. I'm going to slideshow all of them, and you can see GTA 5 or Los Santos in the background, but take a look at the trees, take a look at the walls, take a look at everything around you, these structures, the textures. This does not look like Grand Theft Auto 5, but the closer you look, the more detail you see, the better the locations. You guys start recognizing things in the background, and all of these images were taken from Grand Theft Auto 5, which is crazy. I mean, I've seen some images, and I have shown you guys some images from 2010 of the game in production, when they finally textured the map and started putting bits of detail into things, but this is way before that time. This could be around the time of 2008, when Rockstar haven't even developed texture packs, or haven't even been able to add that detail into the game to make it look more realistic. It looks like we're looking at a Grand Theft Auto game from the early 2000s, the early 21st century, which is crazy. Unfortunately, I'm not too sure what the reason is behind these images and why Rockstar made these images and just showcased them, because the game is in such a basic stage. No one wants to see this. Like, it's the game in production. Like, they have no reason to take these images. So I think this may have been for a portfolio to show Take-Two Interactive, their parent company, or maybe investors, or maybe they were recruiting more people to work on their game with them, telling them this is the type of stuff you're going to be working with. I believe it was something along that end, more business stuff, instead of just showcasing the game or leaking things out. I think it was just something to do with a portfolio, and they're just showcasing their work to maybe people they want to employ, or maybe Rockstar Games. And then moving on a few more years, this Easter egg was posted out by Spider Vice as well. And the reason why we can tell these images are so old is because Max Payne 3 actually had this Easter egg, and this Easter egg is an advert with Los Santos in the background, and when this came out, loads of you guys went crazy. This was the first screen of Los Santos revealed. I understand there were trailers and many things like that, but no one had a full picture of Los Santos, and that image was a very good picture, putting the game into perspective. So by taking a look at that image, which was released in 2012 when Max Payne 3 was released, many of you guys can take a look at the structures, the textures, and what the game looks like, which indicates that the portraits were definitely far before 2012. And when I did a video comparing 2010 GTA 5 2016, you guys also saw there was a bit of detail, a bit of texture into that as well. You can check out the video in the description below if you guys haven't seen it yet. And then taking a look at the images I showed you at the start, they're definitely from a time before 2010, given that Rockstar haven't even uploaded the textures. It literally looks like they've just built the map so far. They haven't built textures, they haven't done anything else like that. It is just the map, the plane, the bone, the skeleton. It looks like that is what the images are from. So I believe those images were from 2008, if not very early 2009, but the game was in development. That's when they first started, 2008, and I think that's where the images came from. So it's pretty crazy to see exactly what the game started from until the game we have now, and it's just really crazy to see that comparison. And also, while I'm here, I'm going to showcase a few bits of cut content which we haven't yet seen in the game. So starting things off, I'm going to go straight into this list. And this is a list of every single phone app you can get on your in-game phone in GTA 5, whether they're released or not released. And this was put together by another user on the GTA forums. Once again, it's a really interesting thread. You guys have to go and check it out. There will be a link in the description below. Not only can you get some apps which were cut from GTA 5, I'll get into a few of them a bit later on, you can also find apps which we never saw but used in campaign for like a few seconds or so. The one I'm going to talk about is the sniper app we can see in the middle. This is actually the remote sniper you use in this one mission where you take out a plane. How insane would it be to be able to use that in online? Overpowered indeed, but as you can see, this is from the mission where you use a remote sniper to get the plane. And now moving into some cut apps, here's 3 cut apps out of many other apps which have also been cut from the iFruit. We have Cop Backup, Gang Taxi, Repeat Play. No one knows what these are, but these are apps. And by the looks of things, Cop Backup, that's something you would only get if you were a cop, like you need backups. So maybe this could be related to Cops and Crooks. This is the one we are talking about, the one which is drawing a lot of attention. There is no app in the game which I can think of which allows you to get more police as backup, so this is definitely very interesting, and I know Cops and Crooks DLC has been a fan favorite for a while, and we haven't seen that DLC in the game yet, and I know in GTA 4 it was a massive popular game mode, so having that in GTA 5 would be very interesting. It looks like Rockstar Games either planned to have it, and maybe we'll see it in the future, or planned to have it and cut it in the last minute, and we will never see it in the future, but it looks like there are things in the game ready for this DLC, or at least a DLC like it, where we're allowed to play as police, which is really interesting. And if you guys aren't interested in all of that, here's a cut weapon, and this is a missile launcher. How amazing does this look? And wait guys, it gets way better. This missile opens up, like what the heck? It's insane. I would love to see this weapon in online. Unfortunately, we have not heard anything about it. It's something Rockstar designed, but once again have not yet added into GTA 5. So there's loads and loads of things out there which unfortunately we haven't yet seen added to the game, and I would love to see loads of these things added to GTA 5 at some point in the future, because it's crazy how many pieces of cut content is in the game files which is so far unused. Anyway, if you guys find anything interesting, please don't hesitate to let me know in the comments section below, or tweet me at 0.4. There's loads of crazy things out there, and like I said, there's some pretty awesome things which I think we definitely need to see introduced into the game. Anyway, before I end this video, I just want to get into a few unused audio files as well. These audio files are just as interesting because it's the police telling them they found a hot pursuit on a certain vehicle. And what's interesting is that most of these vehicles are not yet in the game. There's the seaplane which has just been added in, and there's also a few other things which have just been added in, but there's still some very interesting vehicles which have not yet been added in. I'm going to play some audio files of the ones you guys are going to recognize, such as the Hunter helicopter. I'll quickly play that now.
Hunter.
Although she's not saying the sentence, that's how they're going to build the sentence. So when they find a vehicle which you are in and you're on like a 5-star wanted level, the police are going to say, we found, and then they add in the vehicle, say Hunter, and then they say like southwest or northeast or something, and they'll carry on with that. I'm sure you guys recognize it and will understand how those things work in the game. It's just a way of making sure that they say the right vehicle in the right sentence. But something more interesting is this.
Jack Sheep.
So if you guys are unaware on what Jack Sheep means or who Jack Sheep is, I'm going to fill you in, so don't worry. Now, Jack Sheep is a huge Easter egg up at Grapeseed Farm. If you haven't seen it yet, I recommend going to do so, but here's an image anyway if you guys want to just check this out. This is exactly what you guys will be seeing. This is actually a huge anagram. Jack Sheep servicing trimanifold. So starting things off, this is a really special Easter egg. Rockstar Games added this in deliberately and added it in at such a way that it brings out so many Easter eggs and mysteries in the game, and you guys are going to be surprised. So Jack Sheep, if you Google him, he plays in a movie which is based, or at least mimicked, or at least mocked from The Rocketeer. For example, if you guys have seen Twilight, you might see Vampires Suck. That's kind of something based from Twilight. There is a movie Jack Sheep was in. I'm not too sure if you guys can call it a movie, but it is essentially based off The Rocketeer. And The Rocketeer is extremely famous for discovering a jetpack. If you guys have seen the movie, you will understand. Anyway, also something else to mention is that the Easter egg Jack Sheep, and then it says servicing trimanifold, is a huge anagram for jetpack is confirmed. There's some other videos on YouTube which will explain this way better, but after you've typed in that anagram, it will give you a few letters left over, which is obviously the incorrect answer, so you have to find something else to use the letters to make another word. So I believe this Easter egg was chosen to point towards a jetpack, and maybe there's a new anagram which will give us clues on the jetpack hunt. Whether it's real or fake, Rockstar added in this Easter egg to point us in certain directions. So there's loads of interesting things in the game files, some useful things, some interesting things, and some things you guys probably won't even understand because they're so strange. But there's loads of really awesome things yet to be discovered. If you guys want to be updated on that, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And of course, if you did enjoy this video, let me know by smashing that like button and letting me know in the comments section below what you found interesting or anything you know which I didn't showcase in this video, which might be extremely old or one of the first ever images from Rockstar Games. Anyway guys, my name is Nort. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.